Hola, people. Incredible greetings. I gotta check something real quick. All right. Okay, why do you keep. I'm not on a phone call. Like, seriously, dude? Hold on 1 second. Alrighty. Hopefully, you guys can hear me because I'm on my. Oh, I can hear it in my head. I can hear the earbud in my ear. Hello, everybody. Incredible greetings. Thank goodness for Florida Flex. I'm telling ya. I'm glad that they're open on the weekends. I cannot wait until that is us and someone can say, thank God for HSA for like all things, all the things. I needed some Caesar color print easy for a project that I'm doing. So I designed it last night when I was on TikTok after my live video, talking about the challenge. And so I designed that app to make that today. But I literally had this much, maybe about this much printable HTV. So I was like, oh crap. And my class starts at 11:30. Luckily, well, I still would have been okay. I mean, if it started at 11, because I'm only like 10 minutes away from the office. But I was like, oh gosh, let me hurry up, run and get it. I'm so grateful that they're open because normally where I get my stuff from, they are not open on weekends. Florida Flex is a little bit more expensive, but the fact that they're open on a Saturday and I can get it, it's well worth it compared to the wholesale, like full on wholesale place that I normally get it from. So I'm very grateful for Florida Flexible right now, so that I can get this eco solvent print done. Now, what I probably should have done, I want to test sending the print to my Roland from Caesar Leonardo. So I have to put Leonardo Design Space on my laptop so that I can send it from Leonardo to the Caesar. I mean, from Caesar Leonardo Design Studio to the Roland, and then be able to do the print and cut with my Caesar machine because it was enough to print the design. It wasn't enough to cut the design. Like the way that it moves and like how it cuts, it would have said that it was too short. So I could have printed it, but me trying to cut it would have been disastrous. So I just needed to print it. So I need to do that. But anywho, hello everyone. I am Shakira, the professor of HS Inc. 365. I'm on my way back to the office right now. I should have got off here. That way I didn't have to come back, but oh well, we'll get off on 37. Home of Honestly Speaking, Silverholics Anonymous, and 365 Creative Academy. All right, people. There we go. How are you guys doing on this good old Saturday morning? It's a little dark and gloomy here in what is usually sunny South Florida. Little pockets of rain, but the clouds are very much so gray right now. How is the weather in your neck of the woods? And I'm making sure you guys can hear me, correct? Because I got my earbud in. Oh, okay. I know you can hear me because she says it is cold in her neck of the woods. Cold, windy, and rainy. Lots of rain. And so, hey, I guess we're all getting rain. All right. So who has some sun? Because right now it seems like a lot of us, it's all rainy and cloudy and cold. It's not really cold here. It's actually really, really nice out. Same. Oh, oh, beautiful and sunny in California. Okay, okay. The rest of us are dealing with the rain, and y'all are just beautiful and sunny over in Cali. Sunshine and about it's 35 degrees, but full on sunshine. It's sunny out, but it's still cold. I mean, we have those days, I guess. I know. So I was like, um, this definitely has to be a 2 hour class because I'm trying to see the eclipse. So this definitely has to be a 2 hour class because it's like well, the Frost Museum said like I guess supposed to be like right at 1:30. Um, because they're having a thing there where you can get the glasses and go into like the observation and look at it through the telescopes and stuff. So I figured like around like 1:30. And MJ has like a small one. I'm hoping we're gonna be able to see it. But yeah, I'm like 1:30. I need to be outside. I need to be outside. But I'm on my way. I'm about to set up this print because I want to have it. I have. Oh wait, my one-on-one session. I'm gonna have to message her. Like we're gonna probably have to start around like 2:15 ish because it's scheduled for. Well, I mean, she's actually going to be. I think she's going to be in the class also, so she knows that her one-on-one session starts after the live challenge class, like the live class for the challenge. But I may have to start a little bit later because I want to see the the eclipse. So it's gonna have to start a little bit later. But I have to get the print done because that's a part of my training. So I have to go and well, I need to have it all set up so that it can print. I looked at the time and it's gonna take 18 minutes to print. So then it's like not a lot of weeding to it. How I designed it, it's definitely not a lot of weeding. So that should be pretty easy. It's just that I think she was the person who is for. They have a homegoing service to go to, and then I think she was coming to pick it up because the young man's homecoming is tonight. So I'm excited about this class. I'm always ordering a digital file for the yearly calendar, and now I can learn to make my own. Yes. Yes, you can. And it can be whatever you want it to be. So, like, however you want to set it up, whatever colors you want it to be, whatever images you want on there. Because, yeah, there's a lot of people that sell like digital calendars and they'll sell them as like PDFs, but the image is like already there, so you can't really change that. So you'll be able to create your own. And then because with Silhouette Studio, you can save it as a PDF. Now I don't have. I should have gotten Even's iPad because, or maybe even mine, but I don't know. Like I know you can save it as a PDF, and when it comes to like the digital ones that people kind of use on their iPads and stuff, and like, is it not? It's not Good Notes. Is it Good Notes that they use that with? I don't know how that will work, but you could probably, and I'll explore that because actually that's one thing I have not done is designed it in Silhouette, taking that PDF into like Canva because you can set up hyperlinks and stuff like that. So yeah, that's one thing I have not tested out, but it should be to where, because you can save it as a PDF, you'll be able to make your own digital. So, oh, okay. Yeah. See, I'm not an Apple girl. I am Samsung. California. Today's high 82. Hopefully, we're gonna warm up a little bit here in Miami, in Florida. But yes, I'm super excited about this one. Um, like it's a step out of the regular or like the norm when it comes to the crafters and creators that I teach. And a lot of times, we're always like, I'm going to say just put myself in that category, but like, we're always thinking about the bigger designs and the things that like you can sell. Like it's made for a shirt, it's made for a tumbler, or it's made for a chip bag. But task or learning skills like this is important as well. And it can be really, really beneficial where you're just using lines and shapes. Um, and like simple tasks, like getting used to using your alignment tool is also um, um, is also a key like thing. Like you have to keep practicing to make sure that you have things aligned, knowing about your margins and stuff like that. Oh gosh, they got me locked out of the gate. This is the only part that I'm not gonna like. Um, so yeah, this was gonna be really, really good. If you guys don't know the challenge, um, so challenges are all about designing. They are not about doing an actual physical product or project. Yeah, it's not project based because my goal in these design challenges is for you guys to understand that it doesn't matter what, like, I want you to learn designing. And whether you're designing something for a shot glass, a tumbler, a shirt, the way that design is set up is going to be the same. The only thing that changes with each of those is the size of it and the template, or if it's, if it's warped and all that stuff. But designing is the exact same. It's not really specific to any type of like project, kind of, sort of, right? I mean, you have to be selective about, how you set it up, but the steps and the things that you do. So I'm doing design challenges. There's a lot, I do a lot of videos on application, and you'll find a lot of those free videos and you can just watch them. Y'all complain that my videos are way too long because they're like mini classes. Like I go into full detail when I am doing them. So, um, you're getting that part. But for me, I feel like learning to design is one of those things where it's like kind of, needs a little bit more patience. You got to take your time through it and really, really focus in on it because, once you've sublimated a shirt, you've made it, you do a couple of them, you got that down. Sublimating a shirt, sublimating a hoodie, sublimating a sweatshirt, a toddler shirt, like sublimating any fabric becomes the same. You may have to adjust your pressure and figure out the right thing, like the right pressure, the right temp, or the right time for, like, say, like MDF or things like that. But for the most part, how you press it, it's the same no matter what. It's learning to design. So all of the challenges will be based off of designing, not doing any projects. I don't want to miss a thing. Today's session starts in 1 hour, 11:30. 11:30. The session today starts. You can still enroll. Go over to the website for VIC access. If you just want to watch how to put the calendar together, like with all the little pieces and just how to arrange them, you can do the free preview. But the VIC gives you so much more, and VIC is only 563. Do you have a class on how to create your own templates? I sure do. It really depends on like what type of template. So in the 30-day training, we talk about templates. I did templates in, which other one did I do templates in? There's another one that I did a thing for templates. I can't remember which one, but I know there's a day, like day 20 something, that we go over like templates. Now for a shot glass, it's more so watching like videos about using the warp tool and knowing how to do that. I like that. She says, once you learn to design, everything aligns. I like that. So also, like So a design is, we're also not at this point. So master's program is where we will put together like full on like kind of like designs. Now, I mean, I guess this calendar is technically kind of like a full on thing, but like, you know, if I was creating with a lot of graphics and layering and all that stuff, that's going to be more so like the master's type ones. And as far as for something specific, like I try my best not to make the design challenges where it's for anything specific, because not everybody's kind of like doing that. When we have specific classes for like sublimation or eco solvent or DTF, um, we'll create the design ideal for that situation. But for now, it's just all designing. So as far as a template, it's just knowing how to measure. I think I did a live video just about measuring, and then you have to use your warp, and it tells you what to put in there. Like when you go to the warp tool, it tells you to put in the height, the um, is it the circumference of like the top, the bottom of the shot glass, like the item, and then what the height is, and it will warp that for you. Is there a class with breaking down the tracing? I use it, but I don't seem to get the full functionality of it. So in the 30-day training, there's actually 2 full days of tracing, and I have so many examples. Things that are just silhouettes. If it has a black background behind it, if it's not like if it's touching the edge, trace and detach. If it's a colored image, like a colored, almost like coloring page. If it's just a regular black and white one, if it's just colored images and you need to be able to trace those and knowing where to take your threshold up. The 30-day training literally covers those basics of how tracing works, how the modify tool works, how replicate advanced works, how text to path works, like all of that. The 30-day training gives you all of that, like in a full breakdown of it. I'm excited I'll be able to attend today. Woohoo! I'm headed home to sign up. Can't wait to see you guys there. Yep, definitely have it. Unfortunately, I can't attend the live, but will purchase for the playbacks. Thanks for all you do for your community. You are very welcome. Thank you guys for just supporting what I do. If I had no audience to teach to, I wouldn't be able to do this. So I thank you guys for continuing to support and enroll in the classes. Oh, I was thinking that class has its own that just have not to get nor my wife. Yeah, so I don't have one that's like that breaks down just trace. Like it's inside the 30 days. I mean, I've done different tracing video, like different demonstrations of tracing here and there, but I don't have like something that's just about tracing. At one point we were like I was going to take those videos from the tracing from the 30-day and make that a separate one, but it was just team too much. So I was like, yeah, no. But we've done some tracing. We've done more so trace and detach, I think, in the training so far. I think we've done all tracing and detaching. I don't think we've had to do anything that's like majorly like tracing and separating colors. I don't think. I'm trying to think. Well, we did with the like did we trace for the boxing gloves? I think I did trace for the boxing gloves. We're going to do a little bit of tracing today only to separate the borders. So we're going to do that today. It's more so trace and detach. But just tracing, I have so many videos. But as far as like really, oh, you know what? In challenge, what challenge was that Terry asked and we broke down tracing? Because she's trying to understand compound paths, I think. Was that the Minnie Mouse one? So I think it was a little bit in that one, but she said that helped her understand the 30 days. So it was like complimentary to it. I'm trying to think. Yeah, today we're gonna do just like some regular tracing, but the 30-day training that those it's 2 days of tracing. It's one day of like your general tracing, and then there's another day of like trace and detach, and then manual tracing is on the edit point day. Oh, use some an app called Vector Magic. Yeah, but yeah, depending on how it's set up, you can definitely trace it in Solar Studio. Now, if it's something like I said, if that class breaks it down, because there's a difference if something is like a line art and it has a defined line around it, or if it's something that has just if it's something that has like, let's say like the flamingo that I showed the other day, and that has a bunch of different pinks, but they are like layered and there's no separation. How you can tell the difference is just the color change. Now, Silhouette Studio doesn't do that. Like Illustrator and like some other ones like Vector Magic, they will search out those colors. They'll trace all of the colors and separate them by like those layers. You can trace by color in Silhouette, but you'll have to do like take your dropper and put it over each color and do it one by one by one by one by one. So that one is not that intuitive when it comes to tracing by color, or just like having that file and it's seeking out all the colors and then just giving you the results. It's not really great for that. That is more of a Illustrator, Corel Draw, like a real vector software that could separate those colors. But yeah, we are going to do some tracing in today's session for the borders. So you'll see it used in a kind of like different type way. I think most people think of trace and detach one way. So how we're going to do trace and detach in this particular challenge is going to it's going to open your eyes to a different way of tracing. We're also I'm going to show you some things when it comes to the little fades that I gave you and how to make those where they're not like in the way. So that's going to be the bonus content. So we do the lesson, and then at the end, we do bonus content. Like, so these are like some little extras for you um, um, that you can utilize in a lot of different things. So if you guys haven't heard about the challenge and like what I'm talking about here, this is challenge number 5 now. You can still enroll in all of the other ones. So 1 through 4, you can enroll in them at any time. 5, if you're not able to join us live at 11:30, you can still get the playback of it, and you'll get the full playback if you are VIC. Now, we do offer a free preview. We did a free preview for 1, 2, 3, and 5 will have one. 4 does not have a free preview because, baby, we went in. Okay, it was amazing. But all the other ones, it's like a tutorial. You just have to go through my academy to get to that tutorial. And once I'm done with like the how, or like the tutorial, the quick tutorial, the live feed is over for you guys, and then I go into like Q&A mode. So everyone that attends the live session, they get to ask questions. They get to share their screen. We give just different examples to make sure that they fully understand it. We go through bonus content. How I set it up is it's like I do, we do, you do. So I do it the first time and go all the way through, and that's normally what the free preview is where I'm just going through a tutorial, showing you the steps, like the basic. If you have these elements, okay, this is what you have to do. Now, once that is done, and I'm done with that one, we have like a Q&A, and I also break down a few more details. And then we go into what's called We Do. So we go click for click, step by step to set this design up. Then there's like another, we have Q&As in between that. And then we do what's called You Do. And we ask for volunteers is what we're aiming for, multiple people to share their screen and either do the full task or show one part of it. So we'll break it up. It's like, okay, well, somebody take on this part. somebody demonstrate this part, just to make sure that you guys understand it. So you have 3 opportunities to see the task being done live, and when you're watching the playback and listening to the questions and watching somebody else kind of go through it, it really, really does help you get a better understanding of how to design. So that's how we do that. And then we do, like, I always throw in like some little bonus nuggets here and there. You get a reference guide so that you know exactly which tools you're using. You get the note guide so that you can take notes and have that note, like, either punch a hole in it or put it in a sheet protector. Keep all of your notes together. Like, keep your reference guide together. Keep your note guide together. You can go back to that. Like, let's say once you complete your design, you can print that out, put that in the middle, like, hey, this is what I created from all of these. And you get the worksheet. So you get the exact files that I'm working from. So you don't have to try and like scour the internet. Like, it's an assignment. It's an assignment. So that's what we do with that. I'm starting to go back through it and I want to incorporate quizzes. So I'm not gonna do it on all the challenges, but I'm gonna do it on a couple of them because I want to have quizzes and things like that when I do the bachelor's program. So I'm going to pick a few of these challenges. So it'll be after the fact. I'll give you guys time to kind of like go through it and stuff. And then a couple weeks later or days later, whatever, I will end up posting a quiz on some of these, just to make sure that you guys have a full understanding. So it's a real school, okay? As grown functioning adults, you got to go back to school with the professor, all right? But it's $563. You have unlimited access to the playbacks. So it's not like you get it and you have to watch it within a week. You have unlimited access. Watch it at your own time. Work on it at your own pace. But we would love it if you are able to attend the live Zoom and just kind of be in the room and make sure that your questions are even if you're not able to do the task along with us, if you're noticing something or you have a question while I'm going through it, you want to ask that question on the live Zoom. That way I can explain it and at least it's on the playback for you. So when you go back and go through it, you can go and like take those notes and like get a better understanding. So even if you're not doing along with us, we encourage you guys to post your questions in the comment section, or when we have the open Q&A part that you raise your hand and ask your question. So it is almost an hour until I gotta start. So I do have to go in so I can get set up. So I have to set up 2 different computers so that I can record on one and stream on one. I already know it's gonna be cold in there. Put my hoodie. Well, yeah, this is a hoodie. Yeah, put my hoodie on. Do you know that glitter HTV, I just realized my purse still on, does not mix well with certain fabrics because it'll start to pull. But this one was for me, so. I think because of you, I really want to be able to teach others how to use Silhouette. I have friends now that come to me for questions and they feel I know everything Silhouette, but baby, I don't. We can discuss that because I can't teach like everything. So I am working on some things for those who want to be able to teach and setting you up with basically like your own curriculum and setting it up in a way to where, even if you kind of start off like as a script, like with teaching it, I'm helping you give like you the resources where you can show people, because sometimes people want to either like, it'll help you guys learn together. And if it's somebody that feels like they learn better, like being with someone like right there, some people don't do well with like the online stuff. it gives you an opportunity to have that resource with you and then be able to like teach them. So that is something we're working on. So definitely reach out to me. I didn't know that there was anyone that had a desire to really teach silhouette and to learn it to where they could teach it. It's something I wanted because like if I do like a tracing class, I want it to be where I can have other instructors teach it, but it's still 365 Creative Academy style. And then you may have to use 365 Creative Academy and then figure out, like, put your own spin on it on how you want to teach it. But I am working on that. So definitely get with me. So let me go, y'all. Before it starts, I was sitting here because it was raining a little bit still. So let me get out of here before it starts raining again because it has stopped. And if you are enrolled in the challenge, I will see you in a little bit. The room will open up at 11, probably like 11:20, because I got to go set some stuff up. So I'll open up the Zoom room at like 11:20ish, so you guys can come in. Make sure that you guys have your downloads, all of that kind of good jazz, and then I start the live stream. Basically, like the class will start at 11:45. So yeah. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock. Oh, wait a minute. That means I really don't have 2 hours. Dang it, I should have started at 11 so that the class will start at 11:30 because I need to see. I mean, of course it's not going to be like instant, but yeah, I definitely got to be out of there. Like, I want to see the eclipse. Shoot. All right, y'all got to go. Until next time, have a great one. Peace.